The meta-model is the motor that runs NLP. And right now, you're either idling in neutral or tearing through limitation like a goddamn jet engine. Let's get you in gear. No fluff, just fire. This isn't therapy. This is an upgrade. Imagine your brain is like a spaceship's dashboard, full of flickering buttons. Label things like self-worth, possibility, courage and focus. Problem is, you've been flying blind. Fogged up windows, busted dials. An autopilot running some ancient trauma script. Enter the meta-model, the fucking diagnostic tool for the language of your mind. Meta-model is the linguistic mechanic that unscrews the hood of your thoughts, pokes inside your beliefs and says, this wire doesn't belong here. Who the hell told you that you can't? You already meta-model people. Ever said, wait, what do you mean by that? Always? Literally always? Says who? That's meta-modeling. That's you unconsciously refusing to be hypnotized by someone else's verbal illusion. But right now, you're doing it like a kid poking at wires with a spoon. It's time to learn how to hold the fucking scalpel. Language is reality, if you let it. Here's the thing no one tells you. Language is a goddamn spell book. And most people, they're walking around casting curses on themselves. I can't. I always screw it up. Nobody cares. That's just the way I am. Sound familiar? That's not reality. That's hypnotic trance reinforced by decades of lazy-ass thinking. The meta-model breaks the trance. It shatters the spell. And once you break that, what you believe becomes what you build. Sleight of mouth, the alchemy of what if you're wrong. Now we bring in the sleight of mouth, the art of turning bullshit beliefs into golden truths. It's like linguistic aikido. Someone throws a limiting belief, and you twist it into an empowering judo flip. I've always been shy. Or maybe you've been rehearsing shy so long, you became amazing at it. What would happen if you rehearsed courage just as often? I can't do that. You mean yet? You haven't done it yet. And how many times have you done something before that used to scare the shit out of you? Let's chunk up to the bigger picture. Let's say someone says, I hate conflict. You can chunk down to the details. What kind of conflict? Verbal, physical, at work, at home? Or you can chunk up to the bigger picture. What's important about avoiding conflict? What are you really trying to protect? Now you've gone from the flat 2D complaint to a full-on 3D hologram of their values, needs, and fear structures. That's the surgical theatre of the psyche. You're not just listening, you're dissecting meaning, like a linguistic neurosurgeon. What happens when you don't meta-model? You believe shit that people say without questioning it. You mistake thoughts for facts. You let other people's broken beliefs take up permanent space in your goddamn soul. What's the karma? You live a life 4 sizes too small for the real you. You die with your truth still sealed behind a belief cage someone else installed. If you do this, conversations become weapons of mass transformation. You stop being a victim of your thoughts and start being their architect. You create space in people's minds they didn't even know existed, like opening new tabs in their mental browser. If you don't, you stay in trance. You repeat the same loops. You keep living inside someone else's fucking blueprint. Let's say someone says, no one listens to me. You ask, who exactly is nobody? Can you name 3 people who've listened? Always? Every time? Or just when you feel unseen? How do you know they aren't listening? What are you measuring that by? Boom, you're already slicing through the fog with a sort of clarity. And as you listen to this, you might begin to notice how your brain is already adjusting, how it's already starting to hear sentences differently, how that sentence you used to accept, "I'm just not good at that," now sounds weird, like an old dusty sweater that doesn't fit anymore. You'll probably start catching people's vague language mid-sentence, and you'll smile, because your system is installing the metamodel engine. And once that engine roars, it doesn't fucking stall. There are two types of people in the world. The ones who get hypnotized by language, and the ones who use language to wake the fuck up. You were born to be the second, so quit hiding, quit playing small, quit pretending. You don't know how. Because if you don't start metamodeling the world, you're going to keep getting modeled by it. Every time you hear generalizations and zoom in, every time someone deletes part of their story, you retrieve it. Every time someone assumes a truth, you tilt your head and ask, according to who? This is your new reflex. It's your new identity. It's the fucking metamodel motor humming in your veins. You're not a passenger anymore. You're in the fucking cockpit. You're a mirror, not a mind. And yet, within this reflection, something has changed. Because now, you see the coding behind the illusion. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You can't go back. Because this is the moment you remember. Your words create worlds. So start building the one you actually want to live in. Ready?